It's 5 p.m.
Alright, quiet on the set.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're live!
Let's start the party.
Broadcasting around the world.
OurBroadcastLink.com.
This is your number one internet station. The music you love right here, right now.
OurBroadcastLink.com. Live broadcast. Now your hosts, Rob and Jerry.
Hey, well, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is. It's all good because you guys are here with us and we're here with you on Polkas After Dark. We made it. It was just about a minute late.
1 minute late.
But that's okay. We can still do this. Hey, we're excited because we're going to talk this afternoon with Mr. Jay-Z, John Zelasko Jr. out of Michigan. Yeah, he's the guy that heads up that band that's going to be playing on December 30th at the New Year's Eve extravaganza. What the heck? The construction crew. No. The engineers. Come on. What is it? Ooh, that hurt. I bet it hurt their ears too. Jeez. We're talking about the project. You guys know that for sure. Hey, you are tuned to the Polkas After Dark broadcast. We're going to start things out most appropriately with the project, as they did back in 2019 at the USPA convention. And here is something called the It's Polka Time medley, and, of course, Johnny and Katie's.
It's time to gather around the dance with everybody. We're gonna play some polkas old and new. For mom and dad, sister, brother, busha, ja-ja too. It's polka time, it's polka time, it's polka time for me and you. All right, we're back for our second set. Here we are, the project, and we are so happy to be here. Thank you very much, IPA, for having us out this year. We got one more set after this, too. Stick around. Lots of great music tonight. It's time to gather around the bandstand, everybody. We're gonna play some polkas old and me and you. Jasiek do Kaszynki dobrze nadpoczywa, a ona go tak prosiła, tam chwileczki siedzi. Siedzieli i rozmawiali, o ile tak się przeszli. Gry Anna sam do samych storytel chłodzili. Pod ramionek trzymał i pamiętam jak on jej czasem do domu nosił. Ja się pytał od całusa, czy jemu dała, a ona nie odmówiła, do Jasia kochała.
That's a little taste of the project. I made a FUBU again there.
You did.
It was not USPA, it was IPA. Hey, you're tuned to Polkas After Dark. Thank you guys ever so much for hopping in here. We've got Tom Kowalski. He's joining us. Helena Garbach, she's a permanent fixture. We're going to have to put her on the payroll, I think, pretty soon, along with Linda P. Linda Petrozeski. Mark Snader is here. Greg Russo, our counterpart out there in Albany, Cohoes area. And, of course, the lovely Alice Fischler. She's here. Chris Tansky, she's listening to us and watching the game. Well, Chris, it's kind of like the same thing here. We're keeping an eye on the game and broadcasting here, too. So it's an exciting time for Buffalo. Chris Wanyo is here, too. Good evening to you. Hey, we're going to bring up another song right now. This one's off the First and 10 recording of the project. And here's something called Separate Ways Polka. Good evening to Mr. Jeff Yash. He's getting all excited because he's going to hear one of his best friends talking about the New Year's Eve extravaganza coming up this December. Hey, that's in just 2 weeks. Holy cow.
I guess I need a change of attitude. So many times I thought that I knew best. Guess I'm no better than the rest. The hands of time have proved that I was wrong. So I tell you in this simple song, I'm not asking for your sympathy. I just want you here with me. There are times I know maybe I should go, and other times I should stay. We ought to work it out, see what true love's all about, or go our separate ways. Gotta sing their song, do what they feel even if it's wrong. And if you're thinking that you
Oh, yeah, another great tune by the project. They're going to be entertaining you live, that's right, for the final time, I believe, and that is going to be over at the New Year's Eve Extravaganza weekend. That is coming up December 29th, 30th, and 31st, and that, of course, is going to be taking place in Independence, Ohio at the Embassy Suite. So I hear the sirens going off outside, so I hope everything's going okay there. That's one of the bad parts of living right behind a fire hall, and one of the good parts is your homeowners insurance goes down too.
Plus, they're right there if you need them.
That's right. Unfortunately, we never will, but hey, who knows?
Except that one time.
What?
The day I made the corned beef.
Yeah, that was one of your first visits here. Visits here in the kitchen, and it's like, hey, it's going to be St. Patrick's Day?
Oh, it was right around there.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, the fire department showed up. Very nice chief at the time.
Yeah, was
a female chief, and she was just so nice to us. And I said, oh boy, this is going to cost us.
She said I should stay out of the kitchen.
Yeah. Well,
I agreed, but it hasn't happened.
No, not at all. Hey, let's get another song up here before we get Jay-Z on the phone. He's going to be coming on at about 5:30, so you don't want to miss that at all. Here's another by the project live, and here's one called the Lush Medley number 2.
Well.
Jadę po Ameryce, jadę na wszystkie tańce. Jadę po Ameryce, jadę na wszystkie tańce. Łokamy muzykę i piosenki z polskie, wesołe białe orły. Kochamy muzykę i piosenki polskie, wesołe białe orły. I cieszę ja się, i cieszę ja nie będę. I cieszę ja się, i cieszę ja się będę. Bo wielkie i małe, czy stare, czy młode, wszystkie są białe orły. Bo wielkie i małe, czy stare, czy młode, wszystkie są białe orły.
Jestem ja chłopiec młody, jestem ja chłopiec młody. Mam ładne dziewczynki, mam ładne dziewczynki i mam dużo brody. Mam ładne dziewczynki, mam ładne dziewczynki i mam dużo brody. Jestem chłopiec wesoły, jestem chłopiec wesoły. Trochę se wypiję, dziewczyno całuję i mu jestem zawodny. Trochę se wypiję, dziewczyno całuję i mu jestem zawodny. Hey!
Głoweczka bolała mnie co dzień. Jasieńka mojego wyzierałem tydzień. Jasieńka mojego Jasienka mojego, wyzierałem tydzień. Bolała głoweczka, bolała mnie co dzień. Jasieńka mojego, wyzierałem tydzień. Jasieńka mojego, wyzierałem tydzień.
Hush Medley number 2. Thank you.
Hey, I just said that, John. That's great. Yeah, he's welcome. Hey, Jerry, say hello to some of the folks here in our chat rooms. I'm gonna slide this over because I am still I'm still making some little changes here. Hey, it looks like Gil Vojtovich is here. We want to say
Reel's
hello.
with us.
Hey, Mike.
Walter Monstwil.
Yeah, that's Bud.
Joe Brzezowski.
Joe Brzezowski.
Some
Yeah.
guy named
John
Zelasko. Yeah, that's who it is.
We bust his chops all the time. When we see him, when we don't see him, we still end up doing it. And what a great friend that we have, that I have had for many, many years. You as well.
He's always treated me very well.
And I've always treated you very well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, especially
we do
when
have
you
a bunch of people watching on YouTube as well. Just nobody's in the chat room yet, except for me.
Okay.
But everybody can jump in and say, hey, if they want to.
That would be really, really good.
Obviously, they don't want to.
Did you say Mr. Reel is in the house?
He is. He's watching. We got to talk to him briefly yesterday, which was very nice.
Yeah, right after the broadcast. That was very, very nice. And we want to make sure that you guys do remember to wear your shirts tomorrow because Michael, of course, is undergoing a surgery tomorrow.
Yes.
And he explained that it's going to be about a 6-hour surgery. And we do wish him well. As a matter of fact, let me bring this up here. You know, his wife purchased him a beautiful bracelet. And with that bracelet came this message. And you guys can see that. You can read it yourselves. But everybody in the polka music world is behind him.
Did you read it?
No.
It says, you are strong. You are awesome. You are loved. You are not alone. You are tough. You are brave. And you are a fighter. And we all know that. I mean, that's a perfect saying. And I am so sure that when she saw it, she was like, yep, that's my honey.
Yeah. And, of course, she is going to keep us posted throughout. Like we said, tomorrow is going to be a very long day for the entire family who is going to be at the hospital for Mike Reel. But God bless him, and God bless the family. Everybody, prayers are going out to you, but especially for Mike. And he loves that. You guys know that. Hey, we've got some more polkas coming up for you right now, but how about a little bit of an obedik?
Maciek też jest pijakiem za pasem. Dziś wymuje sobie tana czasem. A to mu w drodze stoi, tego pałko bez łeb swój. Oj, danacz moja, dana. Mar Maciek umarł i lezie na desce. Ziemi mu zagra złociłby jeszcze, bo ma burzę taka dusza, gdy zagrają to się rusza. Oj dana moja, dana, dana, dana. Hej, zagrajcie szczypki, hej, zagrajcie basy, macie dziewczyn wspomny, dawne dobre czasy. I jeszcze raz podporcie łodziki, oberkać se poczkocie, oj dana moja, dana, dana, dana. W rękobudzie blizie, zagraj mu do ucha, widzi się on umarł, to muzyki słucha. Jak posłyszy obareczka, to po śmierce se pohaca. Oj danaś moja, dana, dana, dana.
What a great sound, the project. Hey, for those of you kids that are going to be attending that New Year's Eve extravaganza weekend, well, you are in for one whale of a great time. And, you know, let's make sure that Mr. Zelasko shares a little bit with everybody here. We also have, let's see, who else do we have here in the chat rooms? Gail Wojtovich once again. Hey, Michael Kalisek from Uniontown, Pennsylvania has joined us. A good evening to you. Good afternoon, evening. Also, Mary Lou Cerniak is in the house with us, too, along with Jeff Yash and, of course, the Puko Yashu gang. They're the ones that have created this fiasco that went super last year. So they decided, hey, you know what? We're going to go ahead and do it again. And there are so many things that are happening, including this.
Hi, everyone. We're here to tell you about the Puko Yashu extravaganza New Year's Eve weekend in Cleveland. It all starts out with a welcome party on Friday evening with Jerry and Robin from Polkas After Dark.
Then on Saturday, it's Michael Costa and the Beat and the Project.
And then Happy New Year with the Dyna Brass, Polka Family Band, and the Beat.
So, back by popular demand will also be yoga on Sunday morning. So, Holly, are you going to come to class?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. How about you, Bob?
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that. Well, when you come to class, you're going to leave feeling relaxed and ready to start the new year off on the right foot. So, Bob, what would it take for you to come to yoga?
Let's see. You get Jeff Yash, Mike Bukowski, Joe Zelasko, Hank Gazevich, and Michael Costa there, and maybe I'll be there too.
That's all it'll take?
You never know.
Okay. Anyways, we'll see you there New Year's Eve weekend. See you there. Bye.
I want to remind you that we, the project and the Beat, will be appearing together on December 30th at the Embassy Suites in Independence, Ohio for the Puko Yashu weekend. It's going to be the 29th, the 30th, and the 31st. The 31st is going to be live music by Polka Family and the Beat, and also Dyna Brass. And then the welcome party will be on the 29th with Jerry and Robin Pegg. They're going to be having a DJ IJ welcome party. And like Eddie and I were talking about it, there's going to be plenty of things to do over the weekend. Jeff and Mike have got so many things planned. So come on out, join us. Join the Beat. These guys are unbelievable. Thank you. The future of polka music right here. If you haven't had a chance to come out and see them, please come out and see the guys. This will probably be the project's last job together. Please come out and join us. And
come see them.
We'll do farewell. It's going to be awesome.
Don't forget about the Top Golf Bingo.
Yep.
Samorski's DJing also as well. That's going to be a blast. And there's a jam session after all the bands are done in one of the little suites there, the rooms there. So it's going to be good.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a great time.
What a way to end the year and start a new year. Come join us.
Happy New Year.
We're getting the new year hot. That's right.
We'll see you.
Hey, once again, it's going to be a very, very exciting time, and we are fortunate enough to have the guy that is going to be heading up the project as he did their first time around. Don't forget, they have a CD called First in 10. It's a fantastic CD. We've been playing some songs all weekend and the past couple of weeks, actually, with this. But we're going to go ahead and bring up Jay-Z right now, Mr. John Zelasko. John, can you hear me?
Yes, again. How you doing, Robin?
Hey,
Jerry, how are you?
Hey.
We are doing really great, sir. Thank you so very, very much for joining us. And as I mentioned to John briefly, and you guys know that we had the fabulous opportunity of interviewing him on Polkas After Dark for a musician's interview. But tonight we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to be focusing on the project reunion. John, I want to first of all say thank you so much for taking the time to join us this evening, taking precious time away from family and friends. But can you tell us a little bit about when the project got started? When did the band actually get off the ground?
Oh boy, I want to say back in 2009, Peter Dardzinski called me up and said, "Hey, we haven't played in a while. Let's do some playing." And we started thinking about some of the guys that we hadn't played with in a band before, some guys that we haven't had a chance to work with. And the whole idea behind this was to approach Matt Rosinski and say, "Hey, Matt, we've got 6 guys that want to join you for the USPA jam session." That's when Matt used to host the jam session for the USPA.
Yeah.
So I believe it was 2010 was the first year, and we practiced and got together, the 6 of us, and then Matt, being on the East Coast, he ended up playing clarinet with us at the time, and that's kind of how the band started. We did the first 2 years we played in 2010, 2011 for the USPA jam session.
Okay.
And then from there seemed to be an interest to book the band outside of the jam band, the USPA jam band, and we started calling this the project. I think Johnny Oksheshik was the one who said that this was a kind of a pet project or a project for all of us in the band to do. Mm-hmm. And that's how the name kind of stuck.
The project came about. And that's awesome. And you guys were going pretty steady there for a while. You released your first CD called First in 10, which everybody loves the song selection. You couldn't have chose better songs, I will tell you that. And, now as you guys are moving forward, well, the band split up for a little bit, went their own separate ways. That was the first song off the CD.
Let me interrupt you. The band
please.
Really never broke up.
Oh.
COVID was what kind of stopped us from playing. So we never really broke up.
Oh, okay. My mistake. My bad. I had thought that the band kind of went their own separate ways there for a while, but it sounds like COVID destroyed a lot of this world, unfortunately.
Oh, it did.
And
it did.
Well, but now you guys are back, and you're back at full force. And I got to also compliment you, John, on this. Usually when bands get back together again to play a gig or a reunion gig, what happens is, well, you get 4 or 5 of the guys out of the 6 or 7, and they'll say, yeah, we can do it, but a couple of the guys say no. How on earth did you pull this off to get all 7 guys to commit?
Well, Mike Bukowski was the one who called one of the last jobs. I think it was the last job that Peter D played with us, was back in 2018, I believe.
Okay.
And that was out in New Jersey. I think that was Pete's last job, and we didn't know that it was Pete's last job. And then the following year, I think we played 3 gigs with Nick Korlick.
Yeah, I remember that.
He actually joined the band for a little bit and took Peter's place. But getting back to your original question, Mike Bukowski, when he called me, he said, hey, what would it take to get the project to play again? I felt if I could get everyone except Peter D to say okay, then I would call Pete and ask him first, because he was the one who really kind of started this whole idea behind the project.
Who spearheaded?
So I called Peter up when everybody basically said, "Hey, we're all in." I called Pete and we talked, and he called me back. I said, "Think on it a couple of days." He called me back and he said, "Yeah, I'm in." So it's not really our last job. I'm not going to close the book. This won't be our last job. I'm not going to close the book on the project.
Nice.
If there is interest, I know I've been approached by a couple of people already, but if there's interest in having the project play, and all seven guys, all the seven of us, the O brothers, Mike Medusa, myself, Nigel, Pete, and Eddie Shevitz, if those seven guys want to play and everybody's on board, I'm not going to say no.
Oh, that's going to be nice. Real nice. Holy
but
smokes.
it's his last one for this year.
Yeah, it's your last one for this year. So, as Jerry
It's
said.
it's our last one for this year.
Okay. Well, that'll work.
That's fair.
She always bails me out of these things. Did you ever notice that, John?
That's the sign of a good woman.
Yes, it is. Amen to that. We've been together 13 years, and I cannot believe it myself.
Oh, my goodness.
Holy smokes. Hey, we've got a lot of folks on here. You guys, when are you coming into town, Johnny? And I know some of the O's are coming in, I guess, Friday night, so you guys can hang with us a little bit with the welcome party that we're doing over at the Embassy Suites Hotel in Independence, Ohio, December the 29th, 30th, and 31st. But when are you guys hitting Ohio?
Well, I can't speak for everybody in the band. I know Linda and I are actually coming out on Friday.
Good.
Nice.
Good.
We will be out on Friday. I don't know what time yet. I think we'll probably end up taking a half day off work and driving out, just so we'll be there at a decent time and be able to catch the show and everything on Friday.
Gotcha.
And then that'll give us time to get up in the morning and get everything set up and get a sound check for Saturday's gig.
Yeah, that's going to be nice.
And then we're actually going to stay through Sunday as well. Linda and I are going to be there on Sunday to watch Polka Family and the Dyna Brass, and also Michael Costa's Beat. So we're looking forward to it.
Awesome. And I got to mention this to you because you and I stand there and kind of drool at Costa's band with the three new guys. And I know they've been together for a while now, so they're really not brand new, but they're still new and fresh. What are you thinking about the Yash Boys and also Seabass?
If we could have, let's clone them and get like another 50 polka musicians like the three of them. They are the future of polka music as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah.
There are the younger bands, usually out of like the Wisconsin area. There seems to be a lot of interest in a lot of younger bands coming out of Wisconsin, but it just seems like we don't have that young group coming up. And those three are just incredible musicians at their age to play the way they're playing. And the beat is, I pulled Mike and Stevie aside after Rehoboth this year, and I'm just in awe of not only of their band in general, but the trumpet parts that they play are so intricate, and they are so tight. And I just marvel at watching and listening to those two play, and to be paired up with that rhythm section is just it's like
it's unheard of. It really is.
It's just unreal. I mean, they're such a great band, and one of my favorites to listen to right now.
Yep, I agree.
Ours too.
Yeah. Hey, also, I'm going to pick your brain a little bit. Where did you guys record First and 10? Where was the studio at?
in my basement.
In your basement. Okay. Well, that was my second choice. First choice was living room. Second choice basement. Okay.
It was we did most of it in our basement. We did Johnny and Teddy's horn parts in Johnny and actually Johnny's basement in Chicago.
Okay.
I went out there and we did the horn parts there, and then Johnny ended up redoing some of the vocals and ended up redoing Teddy's vocals in Chicago, and just sending the files over as well. So, but everything else was done in our basement.
Gotcha. And I don't have to ask if you're excited about this, but we were trying to make sure that we got every single member of the project interviewed. We were unable to hook up with Peter D, unfortunately. We did try to get him on, but his schedule and our schedule kind of conflicted, so we said we will be able to at least see him. But, you know, it's nice because everybody, I don't know if you caught the Okshesheks, the Brothers O interview. It was the first time.
I was online for that, yes.
First time we ever did a video interview, and Johnny says, well, let's go ahead and try it. I says, you know, I've never incorporated anything like that into OBS. And I've played around with a lot of stuff, but I figured, well, you know, this might work. And then I was worried about if it was going to be like a Godzilla movie where the mouth was moving, but the but the voices were going to be like estranged, you know. And then I says, no, let's go and try it. And sure enough, Johnny convinced me into doing it. And then he says, yeah, let's try it. So we worked for about an hour and a half before the show, making sure that everything was going to work right. And sure enough, they pulled it off, and it was a spectacular interview. Mike Meduja, you heard, I'm sure. You also heard Nigel's interview, which was shortly after his induction into the IPA Hall of Fame. Congratulations and hats off to him. And I'm going to take a step back if I can, too. Jay-Z, what are you thinking? What is your opinion of these YouTube videos of the Dynatones from 1997 and 98 that has just lit up YouTube, thanks to Mr. Mike Charney, by the way. Kudos to him. But what are your thoughts that had? I mean, everybody that I know that sees me compliments us on it, says, boy, that was a hell of a rhythm section you guys had. And again, we've got to say hats off to Richie Kurgel Jr. and Scott Lofmark. Because
Richie, that was Richie's
it.
recorder in the back there, and then Scott plugged I think it was Scott's video recorder, and then Richie, they took the line out of Richie's multi-track deck because he was taping that day, and they went right into the camera. So that was the result of that. To be part of that band was truly an honor, and it just seems. I've been very lucky and very fortunate to have played with some really, really fine musicians and really good bands over the years, and to get a chance to play with you, especially. I mean, after I never got to see the original Sounds band with you, so that was a real treat for me to get to work with you, but to work with Scrubby and you know. He was an icon, and we all miss him, and we miss his voice, and we miss his antics.
Yes. Every job, John, with Scrubby was a different atmosphere. You never knew what he was going to do, what he had planned, and a lot of stuff he didn't have planned. This was right off of the cuff that this guy did.
Yeah.
And he was just totally amazing. Everybody loved him, from the youngest people to the eldest people. I mean, there was nobody that was an enemy of Scrubby, and vice versa.
Yeah, he was a true entertainer. He wasn't just a vocalist and a concertina player. He entertained the people. And you, like you said, you never knew what was going to come out of his mouth. And most of the time, it was something so hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes we were praying on stage. Whatever you do, don't say this, don't say that. But of course, he was extremely professional the whole entire lifetime of his performances. He really was.
Absolutely.
And I had the pleasure of performing with Al Pietkowski and also Nigel Kurgel with the Dynatones when I first moved to Buffalo in 1983, and then went back for a stint. But I got to tell you, I miss Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy
was another one.
He was such a heads-up bass player. He would catch, if you had an idea, whether it was you or myself or somebody had an idea in the band and it was something that was being created on the spot, he wouldn't wait till the next time around. He was on it already. He was so heads up.
Yeah.
And I loved his bass lines. And so solid. Just such a solid bass player. And I miss him too. I miss not only his playing, but I miss him Just as a just in conversation. And what a piano player too. Holy crap! I mean, unbelievable piano player.
A lot of people didn't know that about Jimmy Johnson, but he was a trained classical pianist. And I think, weren't you as well? Don't you have a lot of classical piano behind you?
No, I am not a piano player. I know theory, but I am not a piano player. I'm an accordion player. I dabble in concertina, I dabble in trumpet, but I am not a piano player. In fact, I just performed with Molly B for the Christmas special that she had a couple weekends ago, and the band that she had was off the hook. These guys are true musicians, and it's inspired me to actually go back after. In the spring, I've already contacted Phil Marsh here in town. He's a guitar player and a fine guitar player here in town in Grand Rapids, and he's worked with Alex Vinecki. I want to sit down with him, and we're gonna go over some things, and I want to learn the way he plays guitar and the chords that he uses and the chord progressions. I want to take lessons from him, so that'll be happening hopefully in the spring.
Wow, well, I don't know if you're going to learn from him, if he's going to learn from you, or if it's going to be the Mutual Admiration Society that takes place. Because, Johnny, you know, I have loved the way you have played accordion for many, many decades. You've got a unique push, just the same way as Pietkowski does, and Vinecki, all of the guys that play. It's kind of unique because every accordion player that I listen to, including Nick Yash, you know, you guys have a certain finesse about it, but I have always loved your rock and your bounce. And when the Dynatones played, from start to finish, when we were in the groove, we were in the groove. And not every job was like the 1997 and 1998. I mean, there were some along the way that were, okay. But we just had a lot of fun on stage, and I got to thank you for those years, because they really do bring tears to my eyes sometimes. I do literally cry saying, man, those are the things that memories are made of.
Yeah, I totally agree. And like you said, and it's a two-way street as far as my admiration for the way you play drums and just the way that you move a band, and you're just so easy to play with. You're so easy to lock on to, and you know, all it takes is, I mean, if you've got the right guys, it seems to fall together. And we were fortunate to have Jimmy, and yourself, and like I said, you guys were amazing musicians, and it's something that just it just gels, and it really does. And it was an honor to be a part of that.
Had a lot of fun with that. Now I'm going to stray a little bit too from the December 30th appearance of the project at the Embassy Suites in Independence, Ohio. People, if you get a chance, take a run out there. You don't have to be there for New Year's Eve. You don't have to be there for Friday. I know there's going to be a lot of Cleveland contingent that's going to be visiting out there on Saturday for you guys. Talking with Jeff Yash more than Mike Pukowski. Jeff and I have become buddies for the last couple of years, and just Jerry and I are so thankful that they include us in this second time around. But you know, you guys are going to have one whale of a crowd there. I hope you understand that. But
I hope so. I hope so. Not only for this, I just hope it would be so good to see so many people that we haven't seen in a while, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that people that maybe haven't come out in the last couple of years that I haven't seen, or some of the guys in the band haven't seen, it would be good to see those people again. I think, you know, getting back to the COVID thing, since COVID, it just seems like a lot of people have kind of shied away from coming out. And
you're right.
We're hoping that the crowd is good on Saturday and Sunday, for that matter. So, we're really looking forward to it. Can't wait. It's going to be, you know, it could be our last job. It could not. We don't know. But we're going to treat it as if it is, and we're going to leave it out all in all out onto the field.
Yeah, and Jerry,
as you would say.
And yeah, first and 10 was great. As long as it doesn't go 4th and 12. I think you'll be, if the next recording is 4th and 12, I don't know how good that's going to be. I mean, it'll be great because it'll have 12 songs on it, but I don't know about the ratings. It's kind of like our guys here in Buffalo. You know, we keep our fingers crossed. They keep us sitting on the edge of our seats. And you know from experience that I am not a sports fanatic whatsoever. But man, Jerry and I have just been glued to the TV. And right after this broadcast, we're going to be checking the guys out again. Jerry's still keeping an eye on scores and stuff like that.
We're winning.
But, we are? Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, I've got the game on too.
Oh, do you? What is it?
21-3.
Oh boy, yeah, and it's funny because I was Jerry had to run to work this morning for a little bit, and I was heading out. I said, I'm going to go grab some breakfast at a place, and sure as heck, when I'm driving up 20, I said, oh my gosh, what did I do? I forgot that the game was local, and there was just a ton of cars, and I literally just did a U-E right on US 20 because there was nobody coming the other direction. So I literally just did a U-E and said, okay, well, I'm going to find someplace closer to home. Hey, I also want to touch base with you regarding something else that we talked about briefly, and I'm bringing that up on the screen right now, and that is the News reunion dance, also coming up next year. That's going to be on April the 20th. I understand that Kayla and Brian have something in the works for Kinloch Fire Hall, which of course Chris is also involved in, Chris Bogdan. But that's going to take place at 41 South Rossler Avenue in Cheektowaga. Potts Banquet Hall, of course. Everybody knows where Potts is. You can get your tickets for that in advance, $15, recommended, by the way, and $20 at the door. But it's going to feature Tom Picciano. Let's see here. It's also going to feature Andy Boychuk, Brian Urbancic. Let's see here. We have Tommy Wonderlick. Holy smokes. Do you remember those days, John?
Oh yeah.
I mean, with the Dynatones, he was setting the world on fire back then. Also, John Fomenko, and of course yourself. Now, what is the instrumentation going to be? Are you going to be working horn with the News?
We're going to be doing half and half, like we did before. Tommy used to start the night off on concertina, or I would start the night off on concertina. Tommy would play mostly clarinet and sax, some trumpet.
Right.
And then somewhere halfway through the night, we would switch, and I would play trumpet, and Tommy would move over to concertina. So that's the game plan. We're really looking forward to it. I have not seen Tommy. I think the last time that I saw Tommy was when he came into Buffalo after his mother passed.
Yes,
and we did the celebration of life for her.
Yes. Yes.
So I don't know how many years ago that was, but I haven't seen Tommy. We do keep in touch. We text quite a bit. We've talked on the phone quite a few times, but we're really looking forward to getting back on the stage as the News again. That was another band that was basically had to shut down because of COVID. But it was one of those things that it was a perfect storm. I know Tom Picciano had an opportunity to move up at work.
Yeah.
And he couldn't travel at the time. And so the band basically decided to fold up. That was supposed to be my 19, at the end of 19 was supposed to be my last year with the band.
Okay.
I had tried to quit the band 4 years in a row, and Tom Picciano used to always suck me in, and
yeah. Well, it's tough.
He'd say, "Oh, come on, Jay-Z, do one more year."
It's tough. Those anti polka patches don't work. You try to quit, and you just end up ripping them off and going back and playing again. I know.
But you know what? Those guys are like brothers to me. And when Tom called me and asked if I was interested in doing the reunion, I jumped at the chance. We're just looking forward to getting back together, the six of us, and having a good time.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that both of those dances are going to be fantastic. It's going to be mobbed at Potts, as always. especially for the news reunion. That's going to take place once again April the 20th, folks. Mark your calendars, but get your tickets in advance. $15 versus $20 at the door, because you don't know. I mean, that place has been, shut off. If they have too many people in there, they won't let people in. We have seen that before, not only on Dingus Day, but on real good dances that they have bands appearing. So, yeah, it is highly recommended, and then that way they'll have a seating count, a seating chart, and so on and so forth.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Also, let's get back to the event that is coming up. You did a very, very nice promo with Eddie Shivets and also Seabass and Yash with the advertisement for this, but I know you're looking forward to it. What would you say? You were psyched up about a job maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago that kind of was the anticipation of this. What job, what does this kind of remind you of that maybe you played someplace and said, "Oh boy, I can't believe this. I'm so excited."
There are quite a few that actually come to mind. I would say, as far as a feeling of anticipation of as far as the project is concerned, the project, the anticipation of playing the IPA festival the first year that we got hired.
Wow.
Was it was basically, I mean, we had played a couple of jobs before then, including the USPA lounge gigs, but that one just seemed special to us. I know it seemed special to me, and we actually talked about it when we had our rehearsal last month. That was and that one did not disappoint. It was the crowd was there, and the crowd really seemed to accept the band, and we were very surprised and just very fortunate. And we just, the job exceeded our expectations.
Wow. That's awesome.
Another one that will, as far as Dynatones is concerned, is the first time I ever played with Dynatones at Seven Springs in the front hall.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that one or not.
I sure do. I sure do. And it's like the first song was Stormy Clouds, and it's like somebody threw a bomb up on stage because the rhythm section just was like, "Hey, what's going on here?" Yes, I do. Those are memories I'll never forget. Those are embedded in my mind forever and a day, John.
Yeah, and another one that what kind of sticks out in my mind. In 1992, we were at Pulaski Polka Days, and the Prime Drive had just finished up playing, and we packed up Saturday afternoon, and we were heading back to the airport to fly out Saturday night, to go back home. And we got to the airport, our flight was canceled. We had to turn around and come back, and at the time, the Versatones, Eddie Sr. and the Versatones were 5-piece.
Oh.
And so Junior and Weasel approached me and said, "Hey, do you still have your accordion here?" And I said, "Yeah." And said, "Would you want to play with us tonight?"
Wow. Now, this was at the airport, so where did you baggage claim? Where did you guys
No,
actually
we had actually, I've left out that piece of the story. We actually came back to Pulaski Days because the hotel, or the airlines put us up at a hotel because our flight got canceled, but we ended up coming back to the grounds.
Oh, okay.
So when we got there, that's when they approached me and asked me if I'd want to play, and that was the first job I ever played, the first full job I ever played with Eddie.
Wow.
And I remember standing up on stage, and then Eddie started singing "Hello Everybody," and it was like, wow,
you just got
what
goosebumps.
A voice.
Yeah.
Goosebumps. And then the band started and was like, wow. And Matt Lewandowski was actually playing drums back then. So that was a precursor to 1993 when I joined the band full time.
Wow. Holy cow. I mean, you've played with some greats, like you said, Dynastics, Prime Drive, You guys lit the Seven Springs on fire with Prime Drive, too. I remember standing there watching you guys. But again, I digress because we're focusing on December 31st.
30th.
31st. That's the day after 30th. I definitely see that right here on my screen. Yes. Hold on. Let me push the teeth back up here. Okay. All right. That's good. December the 30th, which is going to be the Saturday night, Embassy Suites Hotel, Independence, Ohio. Don't miss these guys. Pete Dardzinski, Johnny and Teddy Okcheshek, Eddie Shivyats, Nigel Kurgel, Mikey Meduja on drums, and of course, Jay-Z. It is going to be a fantastic night. John, I thank you so much for spending so much time with us. I told Jerry, I says, we're going to talk about 10, 15 minutes, just talk about this, and that's going to be it. And she said, okay, yeah, and then she yawns. So she was right, I was wrong again, but I can't thank you enough for spending this last half hour with us. And any final notes, anything that you want to say besides Merry Christmas to everybody?
Yeah, just Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everyone. Hope to see you on the 30th. Looking forward to that weekend. Just wishing everybody health, good health, and family time around Christmas and all that. And just life is short. Just take every day as it comes and enjoy life while you can, because we're not guaranteed anything.
You are right about that, sir. We pray every day, we pray every night, and hope that everything is going well for everybody. Because let's face it, Johnny, we're not getting any younger, buddy. The time clock's moving ahead, not backwards.
Absolutely, and it's been a great ride so far, and looking forward to seeing everybody hopefully on the 30th and the 31st.
Yeah,
we will be out on the 29th, so just looking forward to a good weekend and catching up with everyone, and Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy holidays, and hope to see you on the 30th.
And Mike Reel, as everybody knows, he is going to be going in for a major surgery tomorrow. It's going to take approximately 6 hours. We do want to send our blessings to him. I know you've known Mike Reel for a while. He says hello, John Z, as well. So we want to make sure that everybody keeps Mike Reel in their prayers, not only tonight, but also tomorrow. And if you have a shirt, make sure that you wear it tomorrow.
Absolutely.
All right. Hey, God bless. We will see you on the 29th.
We'll see you on the 29th. You guys have a great holiday. Jerry, Robin, love you guys, and we'll see you soon.
Love you too. Hey, I gotta ask this. Jerry was bugging me. Did they work out after hours at the Omen? Are you guys gonna play that?
Yes, sir.
I have
Good.
to, just for me.
Good, and so are we.
And we'll send it out especially for Jerry.
Wonderful.
All right, buddy. Hey,
We'll see you
thanks a
later.
lot. Love you guys. Best to the family. Happy holidays.
Thank you very much, Robin. Thanks for having me. Thanks. Love you guys.
Love you too. Man, what a great time you're going to have on the 30th of December.
The fans are leaving, the music's over, and pretty soon the hall is empty. It's dark and quiet too. The owner locks the door, then drives away. Very confident this hall will stay that way. By now the lights are getting brighter as the jukebox picks a polka. Chairs are pairing up to dance across the floor. The bottles start to pour, the glasses ask for more. There's gonna be a polka party all night long. Ooh. The bar stools spin around and join the party. The lemmings ask the lines to dance around the blender for a while. The jukebox looks around and sees the fun. He flips his record now, the fun has just begun. The juice begins to leave the cooler, bags of chips are twirling round. A couple microphones are singing out their hearts. The clocks are waving their hands in perfect time with the band. There's gonna be a polka party all night long. was a shot glass we tried Yezhinivka and fell off the bar. The broom and dustpan marched right in to sweep the pieces from the floor. One by one the glasses dove into the sea. And when the owner came around, there were no blues to be found to prove there was a polka party all night long. Yeah!
That's going to be,
at the Omen.
that is going to be a crazy, crazy night, December 30th. Man, you guys got to be there. Make plans. Please make plans to be there on the 30th of December. Going to be a great time with The Beat, Michael Costa and The Beat, and also The Project. And as you heard, Jay-Z, right out of the mouth of babes, that he's, well, not he's a babe. I know, yeah, I actually have had a man crush on him for a long time. You know, the tall guy with the squeezing. Now, I'm digressing here again.
You're going to go to your room.
Okay. All right. Will you send Johnny in too? Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way. Come on. Jeez, oh whiz. I bet we can practice again. Jeez. Oh, gosh. Hey, Polkas After Dark is what you're tuned to, where the crazy people meet on the weekend. You can see that. We've got a lot of great people here in the chat rooms, including Diane Zavisha and Chris. We're going to say hello to you guys up there in Canada. We wish you the very best of the holiday season. And who else do we have here? We have Mike Pasheb, Danny Roy, and Carolyn. They are here. Ron Richkowski has joined us. Of course, Linda Armstrong-Maurer. She is here. It looks like David Bonk and also Princess. They are tuned in from Arizona. Ray Bajiwick Jr. from Cleveland, Ohio. Hope to see him. Hope he stops in. It looks like Lois Elcori is here. Carol Han Lazaric. Gosh, we had a lot of people popping in here. Linda Plata is here. Also, Ashley Torres. Who else do you have over there, Jer, on your YouTube that is in the chat room?
Jeff Yash is with me.
Okay.
And Ashley Torres. And that's...
Got Michael Pukowski over here. So we've got the Pukoyashu gang here. We are all excited about this. I mean, everybody's happy that Christmas is coming. But, man, we are looking so forward to that Independence, Ohio gig. That The Beat, you've got The Beat, The Project. The Beat for 2 days, by the way, which you can't go wrong with that. Michael Costa and the guys are going to be taking the stage on the 30th and the 31st. And on the 31st, you've got Polka Family, the Dyna Brass. Man, what could you ask for? What more could you ask for?
Absolutely nothing.
Here's one called My Annie. Here's the Dyna Brass. You'll hear them on December the 31st, New Year's Eve, at that Independence, Ohio Embassy Suites gig. Make sure you're there.
Jak całuje oczka Boże, Anna Hania, jak wiatruzie, jak całuje oczka Boże.
A good evening to Barb and Al Bukowski, and also Lisa and Greg Skowronek. They're tuned in. They say Merry Christmas to everybody from the Ville.
Jak całuje oczka Boże, Panna Hania, jak wiatruzie, jak całuje oczka Boże.
everybody. Eddie Shevets here at the IPA convention. Want to remind you about ending the year at the big Pukoyashu Polka Extravaganza. It's going to be an amazing time. They had it last year, and people are still raving about it. So look for the purple flyer. They got lots of fun activities planned this year and some absolutely fabulous entertainment. It's going to be December the 29th, 30th, and 31st. Very excited to be included because guess what? The project is getting back together to play just for you all that weekend. We're very excited. Of course, the Beat will be there playing both days. So it's going to be the Beat and the Project. And then on Sunday, it's going to be the Beat, the Dyna Brass, and the Polka Family. So what an amazing weekend they have planned. Make sure to contact Jeff Yash or Mike Pukowski. Look for the purple flyer. Look for it on the internet. And if you can make it, it'll be in Independence, Ohio. And it's going to be truly memorable. So we hope to see you all there.
Hey, these guys take the stage, like Eddie said, 2 days in a row, Saturday and Sunday. Here's Michael Costa's Beat, featuring the song Jealous Girl. Here's Seabass.
Zazdrosna dziewczyna ładnie jest chowana, pokazuje jej nóżki i ładne kolana. Zazdrosna dziewczyna chłopca pocałuje, jednego kochała, drugi szykuje się. Hej, ale chłopaki grają do góry, wszyscy do tańca. Zazdrosna dziewczyna zawsze malowana, płacili i chłopca zawsze radowana. Zazdrosna dziewczyna włosy ma w porządku, ale ty wiesz, że brak na czas nigdy w domu.
Hey, change it up a little bit. Here's John Stevens with his old double shot band, My Christmas Dream Come True. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a brief show this afternoon. We're done at 6:30 Eastern Time.
Christmas time again, I'm writing cards to send and buying gifts to give to you, my girlfriend. You know it's true, I want to be with you. I know that you will be my Christmas dream come true, my dream come true. And when you open up my gifts, you'll see what you really mean to me. So let me see the sparkle in your eyes. And when you open up my heart, you'll see all the things you mean to me. So let me hold you in my arms tonight. Christmas time again, I see the mistletoe. While we're dancing, I am gonna hold you close. You know it's true, I want to be with you. I know that you will be my Christmas dream come true, my dream come true. And when you open up my gifts, you'll see what you really mean to me. So let me see the sparkle in your eyes. And when you open up my heart, you'll see all the things you mean to me. So let me hold you in my arms tonight.
Yeah, for that brand new recording of PCM, the Polka Country Musicians. Here's the title cut, one called Better Things to Come Polka.
They say that it's a small world, but it's bigger from the sand. I read her letters 2 times and I read them once again. She asked me about coming home, but I really can't say when. Still there's nothing like a letter from my friend. She sent a couple of photographs in front of her new store. I was glad to see she wasn't doing nothing anymore. But a kind of yearning came across me, I tried not to ignore. And I had to wonder what I left her for. Keep on writing, keep on smiling, don't worry about the past. We've got to live each of our days as if they were our last. Keep on writing, keep on smiling, keep following the sun. And always know there's better things to come.
Lemony.
I didn't know much about traveling, left home at 25. Spent all my creativity just struggling to survive. But the honey tastes much sweeter when you steal it from the hive. And you only get one chance to be alive. Now I've met so many people here, it's funny how you find we all have a story of someone we left behind. Like a fish that just got off the hook, we're breaking ties that bind and navigating roads as they unwind. Keep on riding, keep on smiling, don't worry about the past, 'cause all that we have learned today is that it went too fast. Keep on riding, keep on smiling, and if you're living on the run, always know there's better things to come. Where we realize our compromises we forward on this quest, leaving
about a nice holiday tune by Mr. Ray J and the Carousels? Here's one called Bright and Shining Star Waltz.
Tam na wschodzie gwiazda tak jasno świeci, mruga na nas, byśmy tam szli i anieli dają znać, że ci cud wielki Zbawiciel się nam rodzi, a tam stajni na sianku, tam gdzie jak zorza, co z łóbeczku śpi nasza dziecina Boża, a więc razem wszyscy tam pośpieszaj mi, małemu część oddaj mi. In the heavens there's a bright and shining star, winking at us from afar. There's a miracle so great, the angels say, for our Savior's born today. To a stable with some hay is our direction, where sleeps the Christ child in an hour of perfection. All together let us go a-hurrying to pay homage to our King.
Polkas After Dark. That's what you're watching right now on Facebook Live, also YouTube, and our broadcast link with a C. Hey, don't forget, folks, we do want to make mention once more that if you have your shirt, aka your Mike Reel shirt, make sure that you wear it tomorrow. Jerry and I are wearing it today as well as tomorrow. I was going to see if Edna would put the shirt on, but I don't think she, nope, she's busy chewing away on those.
She's busy eating her big Lays.
Oh, well, I guess that's all right, too.
She needs some medical attention.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Doesn't she look like
Every time
that?
I see her, it's like she needs, like, help.
Oh.
She needs a Polkas After Dark Band-Aid on her.
Yeah, there you go. One of those little ones. Sure, why not? Oh, gosh. Hey, we have a lot of fun here. You guys know that. We also want to make sure that if you have your Mike Reel, if you have your Mike Reel shirt tomorrow, make sure that you wear it. Doesn't matter if it hasn't been laundered in the last 3 or 4 days, and since the last time you wore it, that's fine too. Make sure that you put it on in support of Michael, because he is undergoing a surgery tomorrow, and that is going to be an approximate 6-hour surgery. His entire family is going to be at the hospital during that entire time. So you've got Missy, Mikey, you also have his lovely wife Darlene, and of course Michael. We wish you well. You're going to be in our prayers tonight, in our prayers tomorrow, and just know that everything is going to work out fine, and we can't wait to hear from one of the family members that everything went well and you're on the road to a speedy recovery. Speedy, maybe not, because he said he's going to be in the hospital for 5 days and then he's got like 8 weeks in order to...
but he'll be out for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
And everybody has to wait on him and take care of him. And, you know,
Darlene is already...
That's everybody's Christmas wish.
She has already got her Florence Nightingale
Does she?
outfit. Yeah,
Wonderful.
Mike told me that last night. He said she already has that, and she's going to be taking care of him. And, well, the whole family's going to be taking care of him.
Of course, he has a great family.
And we're going to be not only saying prayers for you tomorrow, but for the recovery as well. It is going to be a little bit of a challenge, 8 weeks. I mean, that's 2 months.
Yes.
In dog years. No, not dog years.
No, dog years, it's a lot longer.
A lot longer, okay, good. See, Mike, I tell you, this is my Darlene right here. Oh, wait, I have to point over that way.
Get your thumb on my face.
Hey, it's not in your face. No, your face is up here. See, that's kind of weird because the screen doesn't allow me to put my hand over here. But
there's my elbow.
Yeah. Oh, see, there you
go. But I have a space in my elbow.
Ooh, okay, good. Anyhow, Michael, hey, we wish you the very, very best.
We will keep you in our prayers.
And everybody does, as a matter of fact. And again, if you got your shirt, wear it tomorrow.
I'm wearing mine to work.
And I'm wearing mine to work tomorrow, too. So that works out great. I doubt it if we will be able to get them laundered, so that's fine. But hold on. Nope, I think I'm okay.
You work alone, so you're okay. And mine was clean when I put it on right before the show. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, hey, folks, we're going to end things out this afternoon, this evening, with a little bit of It's Christmas Time polka by the Polka Family. Actually, I'm looking here, and we've got enough time for one more song after this.
Awesome.
Hey, we're going to send this out to Steve Gramala in Dunkirk, also to Brother Tommy down in Uniontown, PA, and each and every one of you. Hey, we're going to be back next week, by the way. We're going to be here on Saturday, the 23rd, and also, Jerry just informed me, we're going to be here on the 24th as well, but probably for a short time. Keep an eye on Facebook for the times, because those are going to change.
I remember our tinsel-covered tree, fireplace glowing. Oh, what memories! Watch my mom.
Oh, you know, I got to flag that one because that was one of the ones that we weren't able to play the full song. It kind of just dumped out, so I'm going to have to mark that.
Gloria, 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 in excelsis Deo. Gdy się Chrystus rodzi i na świat przychodzi, ciemna noc w jasności promienistej brodzi. Aniołowie się radują, pod niebiosy wyśpiewują. Gloria, 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 in excelsis Deo. Aniołowie się radują, pod niebiosy wyśpiewują. Gloria, 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 in excelsis Deo. Mówią do pasterzy, którzy cud swych szczeli, aby do Betlejem czem prędzej pobiegli.
Bo się narodził Zbawiciel wszego świata, Odkupiciel. Gloria, 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 in excelsis Deo. Bo się narodził Zbawiciel wszego świata, Odkupiciel. Gloria, 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 in excelsis Deo. Gloria, 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 in excelsis Deo.
Hey, folks, we thank you ever so much for tuning us in. As we always say, if you've been listening in your car,
thanks for the ride.
You're tuned to Polkas After Dark. We do appreciate it. Once again, it's a preempted version. Hello to John and Marge Subcheck. Merry Christmas to you guys. Join us next week, Saturday, our normal time, or at least for right now, it's going to be the 7 to 9 p.m. But on Christmas Eve, we're going to have a special Kalende night. And we have some very, very nice video. You guys will be able to sing along with it, which is really, really cool. And we want to thank Babuda TV on YouTube, which is the ones who put that together. So
It's
thank
really
you so
cool.
much, and we will make sure that we do promote that this week, and also to let folks know how we got it and so on and so forth. And it is available for you folks to check it out too. Mike Reel, once again, God's blessings. We love you. Everybody here loves you. Everybody in the polka world loves you. And as you know, some of the people don't even know you that love you, and that's even better.
That's better.
Most definitely. God bless you. Hey, Chris Curtis, we're going to see you and Sandy next week. Kim Rozak, Pete Perucci, Karen Savaggio, all the folks here behind the scenes at Polkas After Dark. Behind the scenes. Yeah, okay. And, I think it's appropriate. It's not a Christmas song, but it is a pretty good song that we need to play for Mike.
Have a good time the rest of the weekend here at the USPA. Let's get those hands clapping together one more time. Here we go. We are family.
Yes, sirree.
We are family, polka family. We're the best of friends getting together now and then. We are family, polka family. This is what a family's supposed to be. Everybody now. We are family, polka family. We're the best of friends getting together now and then. We are family, polka family. This is what a family's supposed to be. Everybody now. Go, 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 go. We travel the country playing polka music, East Coast to West Coast and places in between. Our love for this music binds us together, and all of us are part of one big polka family.
Good night, Basha.
We are family,
and Bob.
polka family. We're the best of friends getting together now and then. We are family, polka family. This is what a family's supposed to be. Everybody now, go, 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 go. Zelasko. We are family, polka family. We're the best of friends, getting together now and then. We are family, polka family. Good night, everybody. Hope you had a great time. Hope that I don't